Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. I want to talk about the ongoing tensions between the United States and now Colombia, between the two countries' presidents. And I want to talk about whether or not it's still safe to travel here to Colombia. As you know, I am in Bogotá, Colombia, the capital of the country. Things are starting to escalate between the countries, between the two countries. And yesterday on Face the Nation yesterday, the U.S. Senator from South Carolina, Lindsey Graham, included Colombia in the countries that the United States military may decide to send ground forces, because Venezuela was already mentioned as a country that they'll probably, the U.S. will probably send troops to. So now they're saying that maybe Colombia will also be included in that as well. We are Venezuela's neighbor. And, there have been allegations that haven't been proven by the U.S. administration that's in charge about both countries, and you have seen boats being blown up by the U.S. military, in the Caribbean, with accusations, as to what was on those boats, but nothing has been proven. Okay, the Coast Guard, the U.S. Coast Guard, and the Navy did not seize the boats and arrest people and bring them up formally on charges. They just pretty much did a he said, she said, And so now those allegations have spilled over into, accusations that both countries, Venezuela and Colombia, need to be invaded now, by the U.S. military. So with all of that being said, and with Lindsey Graham's interview on Face the Nation, the question is, is it safe to still travel to Colombia or make plans to even move here, and live here? As of now, I would say yes, you can still travel to Colombia, and still feel safe here, You can still make plans to move to Colombia, and feel safe about doing so, I myself, as a U.S. citizen who's been living here in Colombia, I have not had any issues with Colombian people. I haven't felt any tension, from Colombia, and I felt very safe here in the capital city. So I haven't had any issues, I move about every day about my business without any problems, So with that being said, I don't think that should be any different from anybody else coming here, So there have been protests at the U.S. Embassy here in Bogotá from different people. But like I said, as far as the U.S. citizens like myself who are here in Colombia, whether they're traveling on vacation or living here, retired here, working, so far I haven't heard about any issues with anyone that's here, And like I said, I haven't had any problems myself. I've been very safe here. And I have Colombian friends, who I get along with. And as far as talking to people here, people here don't feel that they have any problems with Americans as far as, us as a people, It seems like the people here in Colombia, if they have any kind of feelings, about the situation, they know who to direct their feelings towards, They're not directing it towards innocent people, who have nothing to do with the problems, My advice to people who are considering Colombia, as a future home, or considering Colombia for future travel is I wouldn't cancel plans or anything like that. I would continue to travel here, and you should feel safe doing so. Yeah, because as of now, there hasn't been any issues. Now, what you can do, since I am here, you can communicate with me. Saying, yeah, you can always leave comments, under the video. Yeah, and there are resources that I have available to you as well. If you check my link tree, as far as moving to Colombia and relocating here. Yeah, so you can always check my link tree in my bio. And like I said, you can always leave comments under the video, and I'll be sure to get back to you, whatever questions you have about traveling to Colombia and moving to Colombia. But like I said, I'm reading the latest news just like a lot of you are in America, and I'm keeping up with it as well. I'm watching the back and forth between the two countries' presidents. And yeah, the tensions are escalating, and I do hope that, this doesn't become a violent situation. Colombia is a sovereign nation, and I hate to see a sovereign nation get bullied and picked on by a much larger country, pretty much like Russia did with Ukraine, and that's what it looks like right now, because like I said, nothing has been proven against Colombia or Venezuela, by any courts or anything. These are just, pretty much they're going on accusations against the countries and saying that there needs to be military involvement, which is something I don't like to see, I wouldn't want to see this turn into another Vietnam situation, Afghanistan or Iraq, yeah, I'm not a person who's in favor of any type of wars, so hopefully this can all, get resolved without it coming to that, but like I said, as of now, as a U.S. citizen here, I haven't felt any tensions or anything from Colombian people, and I don't feel that this is an unsafe country to be in for an American, Yeah, so, don't cancel your plans. If you have vacation plans to come here, or, you have plans for retirement, relocation, yeah, don't cancel that, And like I said, leave your comments, saying I'll be glad to get back to you with any questions, that you may have. And as always, please like and share the video. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that. Thank you.